Hey y'all, it's Ruby D, the Goddess Entrepreneur, and I am live again. Yes, but this time it's for Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we are discussing, is your relationship hurting your business or is it helping your business? So, real quick for my replay viewers, if you happen to catch this on the replay, be sure to comment your name, where you're watching from, so I can thank you later for tuning in. Now, I'm waiting for Allison to receive her invite to come on live. So real quick, those of you who have never watched Soul Sunday or either Soul Sunday Reloaded with myself and Allison, basically it's now we do it 2 hours a week, once on Sunday and then of course on Tuesday evenings, where we discuss topics of importance that are rarely discussed. And that's why tonight we are discussing whether or not your relationship is hurting your business. Because some of y'all out here in these relationships and you're wondering why your business is not flourishing. But we'll get more into that. So we are waiting for Allison, but while we're waiting for Allison, I'll go ahead and do my introduction. I am Ruby D, the Goddess Entrepreneur, author of the Goddess Grind book series, which focuses on you becoming the best version of you, personally as well as professionally, in order for you to manifest success. In addition to talking everything about the chakras, I am a speaker. I am, what was I going to say? Oh, Soul Therapy Radio. I am an internet radio personality. I have my own internet show that I co-host with my sis, Miss Tara Jackson. In addition to that, I am a full-time entrepreneur. So I work from home full-time, and I absolutely love it. And I encourage it for those that it's fit for, because it's not fit for everybody. Allison, where you at? Y'all, me and Allison just be chilling on this live. So while I'm waiting for her so I can send her invite so we can get started, we've been doing Soul Sunday since November of last year, so we are coming up on our 1-year anniversary of doing this particular Facebook Live for almost a year now. And I am very excited about that, because over the course of this last year, we have talked about a lot of things. Allison, there go Facebook with that old, oh, you know how Facebook do. But over the last year, Allison and I have covered so many topics. We've talked about energy and discernment. We've talked about things to do during the breakup, things not to do during the breakup. We've talked about the difference between an entrepreneur mindset and an employee mindset. We've talked about self-care. We've talked about accountability. We've talked about healing. We've talked about transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Let me see. Hey Oni, hey Brittany, hey Donald, hey Kanisha, hey Lorenzo, hey Tawanda. Thank you all for tuning in. Of course, if you feel that anything we say resonates with you or would be beneficial for anybody, please feel free to share the video. I actually have some goodies that I am going to be sharing. Because with Soul Therapy Radio, I have a small businesses for healing project that I'm working on, and small businesses owned by women. I'm still waiting for the men to chime in, but owned by women. They have donated products for me to be able to give away. I've been asking for samples, but they've been nice enough and considerate enough to actually send full-size items. So I will be giving that, some of those things away. You just have to tune in to the Facebook Live. Allison, did you receive your invite yet? No, because you're not on here yet. So everybody, we're just waiting for Allison to come on so we can go ahead and get started with this topic. Yeah, so I actually have to get my okay, my little goodie bag. But I'm waiting for Allison to receive her invite. But thank you everybody for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with myself and Allison. We do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, tonight we will be discussing, is your relationship helping or hurting your business? So yeah, I'm just waiting for Allison to receive. Oh, there it is. Come on, Facebook, don't fail me now. Here she come. Here she come. Come on, sis. Come on through. What's up?
Hi.
Girl, that look a lot different.
Leave me alone.
Oh, Allison. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But I already introduced myself, so go ahead and do your introduction, boo boo.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Miss Allison Denise, also known as the Petite Powerhouse Relationship Coach and one half of Soul Sunday Reloaded. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
We sure appreciate y'all.
Yes, we do.
So, like I said, tonight's topic is your business hurting or helping? I mean, is your relationship hurting or helping your business? And y'all, these products smell so good. This is a package that it came in. It's smelling the package.
Oh my God.
It smells so good. One more time. Okay, I'm ready. But the reason I wanted to talk about this particular topic is, for one, people always say, well, you can't mix personal with professional. You get it confused all the time. And then people don't realize that the relationship that they're in, it may not be a healthy relationship. It's definitely not healthy for their business. Mm-hmm. But of course, because people want to separate the two, they never make a connection. Mm-hmm. And that can be a problem, because you can be in this relationship that's not so good, and then you wonder why your business isn't flourishing, why you're not manifesting those things that you desire, those things that you need, and those things that you want. But like I said, you're never making the connection. So of course, Allison and I have talked about business and relationships and a lot of different aspects and the connections and everything, and we haven't touched on this particular subject, so why not talk about it? Allison, what do you think about tonight's topic? Because you know you love talking about relationships.
I do. And I think that this is a really important one, especially for business owners. But I will say this, those of you who are not business owners, you don't have to tune out of this segment, because this, if you have anything going on, a career, trying to, lose weight, if you have a weight goal whatever it is, this is going to be something that you can apply to that situation as well. And I'll stop there, because I think some of what I want to say we're going to go through anyway, so I'm not going to jump the gun.
Girl, it's all right. But of course, we know that just like a relationship can hurt your business or whatever that goal is that you're trying to achieve, there are relationships that actually help you. They mm-hmm. are beneficial to what that is that you're trying to do. So we're mm-hmm. definitely going to discuss both sides of the coin. But first, we're going to start with those that's just not, you need to let that go. Pretty much, of course, we know that when we have a mate that isn't supportive of us, that doesn't encourage us in what it is that we're trying to do or whatever it is that we want to achieve, then that affects us personally. And if that affects us personally, of course, with the chakras, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra, if you're not already confident in yourself and your mate doesn't make you feel confident, or they don't even compliment you, they don't support you, they don't do anything to try and help you feel better about yourself or feel good about yourself, then basically as a business owner, you're going to be putting out mediocre products. You're going to put forth a mediocre effort because you're feeling like a mediocre person. And if you don't have confidence in yourself, you're not going to have confidence in your products. You're not going to have confidence in your services. You're not going to have confidence when you're talking to other people. You might not even open your mouth when you're
Yep.
around other people and tell them about your business.
Yep.
Because I can scroll through Facebook right now, and it's a lot of business owners that I don't even know are business owners because they don't even open their mouth and say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the problem. Now, I'm not saying, let me do say this, I'm not saying that the bad relationship is solely responsible for your business not flourishing. That is not what we're saying at all. It is a contributing factor.
Yeah.
Allison, I'll go ahead and let you chime in because I know you got some stuff you want to say.
But guys, here's the thing that you have to remember, regardless of, opinion or anything, you first have to accept that, like we keep saying, you cannot separate personal from business. Okay? And what you need to understand is those who have at least given the appearance that they can, those aren't necessarily people that you want to do business with, because there are particular parts of your personal persona, who you are when you're not thinking about business, that can win over clients. Likewise, part of who you are personally, if you tend to be very guarded, very cutthroat, very distrusting, very cynical, that is going to end up showing up in how they interact with people on a business level. They may decide to treat your business like it's nothing more than a game, and if they take your business, no hard feelings, because remember, it wasn't personal. So you have to stop thinking that mindset. But more importantly, going back to the topic tonight, you got to understand that you are just one person, and you only have your energy coming through one body, one temple. And so if you are in an environment where your energy is being drained, you now do not have that energy to be your best self in another area. And so a relationship is only going to do one of two things. If it's a good one, you're going to flourish. You're going to feel your energy is lighter. You're going to feel more creativity. You're going to feel protected and cared for and supported. You're going to feel all of these things, and all of that is going to move you towards being your best self in every area. However, if you're dealing with a relationship where you're not being supported, they're making you feel like you have to choose between your business and them. They're making you feel like you can't have certain clients of the same sex that they are. If they're doing any of those things, regardless of what you say, your energy is now heavier and is going down. You
Mm-hmm.
start to move slower. You start to walk slower. You start to think slower. You answer emails slower. You answer commitments slower. You respond to messages slower. You put out products slower. You're missing deadlines. You're missing opportunities because you don't have enough product to go out to different events. It is affecting you. And you have to be honest. We're not going to sit here and tell you whether to leave. Well, Ruby won't. I probably will. But what but what we're saying now is you have to at least acknowledge what is happening in your relationship and understand that some of the things not going so great in your business is a direct correlation of whatever it is you're doing or not doing or getting or not getting in that relationship.
Yeah. So, one of the first things that we're, usually when I talk about the chakras, I go from the bottom up, from the root to the crown, but we're going to start at the crown.
All right now.
Well, maybe not necessarily the crown, but the top part. And I want to talk about decision making,
Mm,
the effect that the relationship has on your decision making skills.
mm,
Like Allison said, when you're in a relationship that is not a healthy relationship, you are putting a lot of mental and emotional and spiritual and energetic energy into that relationship, because if the relationship is not going so well, of course you're wondering why it's not going well. If y'all are always arguing, it's gonna show. If you all are not, well, I'm gonna save that piece for when we get to the sacral chakra. But if you are arguing and you're just not seeing eye to eye and things are not working out in the environment that you're in, especially if you're working from home, your
mm,
home is your personal space.
mm.
I don't care if you have a separate room blocked off for your home office, that's still your home. If you were arguing earlier in the morning in the living room, trust me, when you go to that back room, you still within that same energy.
Yes, you are.
And let's say you get up that morning, you and your boo got into it. He gone from work or she gone for work. Now
Mm-hmm.
you sitting at home in that energy,
Yep.
trying to run your business, trying to conduct business, trying to answer emails, trying to make products. First of all, I don't want none of your products if it got negative energy in it. I don't need that in my life.
Mm-mm.
I don't need none of that.
Mm-mm.
And back to the decision making. If you have any negative energy and your mind is so wrapped around what just took place, then your decision making process is going to be foggy. It's going to be cloudy. You're not going to see clear vision. And sometimes it could be during a period of time where you need to make one of the most important decisions about your business. And because your vision is not clear, your understanding is not clear, guess what's going to happen?
Yep.
You're possibly going to make the wrong decision because you're so caught up in your feelings. Now, I will say that feelings do play a part in business, but this is not it. It doesn't play its part this way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're so caught up in what took place in the living room that now you done missed out on something, a key or red flag, where somebody sent you an email saying, hey, this is what the business deal is it a go? Are you ready for this? And in the midst of your mind being somewhere else because this relationship has you in such a negative space, you missed this little bit of information where you would have been like, oh no, that's not for me. But now you done said yes to something, and then a couple of weeks down the line, you're like, wait a minute, this is not work in my favor at all. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
You was mad at your boo.
Yep.
Trust me, had you not been in a relationship and you had not had that particular argument or whatever that confrontation was,
Mm-hmm.
you probably would have thoroughly went through the decision making process that would have benefited your business much better than what actually happened. You have to consider that. Now flip it on the other side. If you and boo got a beautiful relationship and before he or she left for work, he or either she poured words of encouragement into you, baby, have a good day, y'all speaking affirmations together, they're sending you, text messages, you got this, I'm supporting you, I believe in you, and all of this other kind of stuff. You're gonna be smiling like, hey, I got this, looking over your work, checking stuff twice, making sure everything on point. Yeah, that's the kind of energy I want in my products. Be like, oh, when I open the package, just like oh, this smells so good. Hey, yeah, that's the kind of energy I need when I get stuff in the mail.
Right, right.
Allison.
You know, it all boils down to, is the person you're with making you or pushing you and propelling you towards being your best self? It's really that simple. Now, there's a difference between you having someone who is challenging you to be better and do better, and you're just resisting it. We're not talking about that. That is now something that's on your end that you need to deal with, because someone who really does love you and want the best for you, if they see that you're doing or saying things that is not self-loving to you yourself or to them, they are going to speak up on it. But what we're talking about is you're just in a relationship with a person where they can't seem to celebrate you. They can't seem to say, you may have got your business cards in the mail, and you walk in, babe, my business cards are here. They don't even look up from the TV. They don't look up from the book they're reading. They don't look up from the video game they might be playing. They don't do anything to let you know that they're excited for you. Now, you can say that that doesn't matter, but it does, because now, just
Okay.
think about it like a clear glass of water. Let's just say that clear glass of water. Do I have none here? I don't. Say that clear glass of water represents how much you're able to see in terms of the vision for your business. So now you just showed something as simple as business cards, lower level, first step stuff. And your boo, he or she, they didn't show any excitement. Now you got a little bitty cloud in there of, well, why didn't they seem to care about my business cards? Why didn't they? And you can say that you're not thinking about it, but it's crossing your mind. So now that water's not
Mm-hmm.
so clear. And so you go on, and let's just say you get to the point where you get your first set of clients and whatever your business is. Babe, I got my first clients. I'm making money. Only babe, boo, is jealous. Boo is thinking, if he or she moves forward with this, are they going to outgrow me? And because of their jealousy and inability to effectively communicate that they're jealous, they're going to now just try to put down, well, I mean, it's been 6 months. You only got 3 clients. That's going to go right back into that water. Now you got another clouded judge. Well, maybe I'm not doing enough. Well, why did he or she say that? So as you keep dealing with that situation, you're going to end up in situations where you doubt yourself a little more. You're going to be in situations where you don't speak up about your business as much because you're not getting that influence. And some of you may say, and I'll stop here, well, I'm self-motivated. I don't need that. Well, okay, that's fine. But let me tell you this, it will always propel you further to get words of encouragement and affirmation. The only other alternative, you're better being alone. But to walk around and say that you don't care and that what people do or don't do doesn't affect you, you're either lying or you're emotionally cut off. Either way, you're toxic to yourself and other people.
Right.
Now, if you walked in with those same business cards and you said, babe, I got my business cards, and he or she put down what they were doing and they were looking at the cards with you, man, I'm just so proud of you. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. You're going to take your happy behind in that office. You're going to start sending out some social media posts. You're going to start sending out some newsletters. You're going to start doing all these things. He's like, my man, my woman believes in me. Yes. And
Yes,
you will take that energy and shoot straight through. So don't
exactly.
ignore what it is that you're dealing with. You can say you can burn sage. Let me tell you something. If you in a toxic situation, you work from home and he lives there or she lives there, you are going to have to burn sage in all 4 corners of the wall, all 4 corners of the ceiling, the middle of the ceiling, 24 hours a day. And I'll just tell you something, sage is strong. You're not going to be able to handle all that. You're not. So you will never be able to sage away enough toxic energy for it to not affect your business. Just be mindful. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Thank you for that, sis. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we are discussing whether or not your business is helping, your relationship is helping or hurting your business.
Mm-hmm.
So, now we're just going to move down a little further to the throat chakra. Now, if you, the throat chakra, if you are in a relationship where communication is a huge problem, let's say, for example, this problem is you can't go to your mate and talk to them about personal things. You can't even go to your mate and express how you feel without them getting an attitude, without you feeling like they're not listening, without you feeling like they're not communicating with you. This is your personal. Then you come over here, you go over here to your office, and then you get this email from this customer, and they have a problem with, there was a problem with the shipment. The container arrived open. They were not satisfied with the service that you provided.
Mm-hmm.
Because over here you're not able to effectively communicate, you're not going to magically learn how to do it just because you got an email pertaining to your business.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not going to be able to effectively communicate over here
Mm-hmm.
because you have all this negative energy over here. Then over here, it's possible that you can release some of that energy. So instead of you being on top of your customer service, trying to, provide a solution in a nice way, now you telling this person, well, once I take it to the post office, then it's not our responsibility anymore. Or, well, did you read the instructions? It says, because it's a natural product, if it gets too hot, you need to put it in the refrigerator or something like that, whatever the case may be. Or you may not even be talking to a customer. You might be talking to a vendor or a supplier that you use to provide items that you need to run your business. And you don't know how to tell them, well, I need this particular size, this particular color, this particular this, and this particular that, because you feel like, well, maybe if I just, maybe they won't listen to me. If you spending your money, they better be listening. That's just my personal thing. But over here, personal. If you don't even talk to your mate about what's going on and how you feel and whatnot, I'm not finna expect you to get on social media and talk proudly about your business. You're gonna have a problem with communicating what your purpose is. You're gonna have a problem with communicating what your business does. You're gonna have a problem with communicating what your mission is.
Mm-hmm.
Why you do what you do, why you sell what you do, why people should use your products, why people should even come to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't clearly voice and speak your truth, speak the truth of your business to other people, that is a problem. That is gonna seriously hinder the progress and the moving forward of your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna grow. And guess what? It's all over here because you don't know how to communicate effectively. You feel like every time you get to the point where you're trying to be expressive and be open, you can't do that because your mate always shutting you down. Your mate is always speaking louder than you. Your mate is not even listening to you. Listening, the throat chakra has to do with speaking and with listening.
Right.
Over here, you have people trying to tell you what you need to do, but you're not even listening to them because you don't know how to effectively listen. You don't know how to listen to understand. But you're not making the connection between you not being able to effectively communicate in your relationship to not being able to effectively communicate as far as your business is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other side, flip side of that, if you were in a relationship that you were able to voice your opinion, you were able to speak, you knew that you were being heard, and you didn't have to raise your voice, you didn't have to get an attitude, you didn't have to force it on anybody or anything like that. Guess what? When it comes to running your business and communicating about your business, it's going to be a breeze. You are going to know how to tell a customer no in a polite way. You are going to know how to tell the vendor specifically what you need. If somebody's investing in your business, if you have no capital, but somebody has said, you know what, I love your idea and what you do so much to the point I want to give you money, you need to know how to communicate that to this investor.
Yep.
Especially if they invest in money. They expect your communication skills to be A100.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? If you open your mouth and you don't know what to say, that money's gonna bye bye. The only thing you're gonna have to say at that time is bye bye. That's all you gotta say.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Bye bye. Bye. Don't bye bye.
You know, here's how I want you to think about it. Um, when it comes to the energy that you're getting personally, what I want you to understand is, in addition to what Ruby is already talking about, the communication piece is so important because of the fact your emotions are going to come out regardless. If you're in a relationship where you're constantly being picked on, put down, criticized, ignored, abandoned, made, being spoken to in a condescending way, made to feel like you're not quite good enough. If you're going through that, your emotions are affected. Your energy is
Mm-hmm.
affected. And it can come out in multiple ways. Some people shut down and they end up with depression. Some end up with anxiety. Some drink too much. Some do other things that are self-destructive because it's their way of basically believing the negativity that they've been told. But another way that it can come out, if your boo is constantly putting you down, let's say you do get that email, you just been talked down to again by your boo. You go and you check your email for your business and you have someone who says what Ruby said. They say that the product didn't come in as expected, it's late, or it came in late, or it's not the quality, or whatever, and they want a refund. Well, you're still reeling from being talked down to. So you now have
Yep.
another outlet. So now you're gonna fire off an email that's gonna end up getting you a 1 rating on Yelp. you're going to end up getting a jacked up review. And so now what's going to happen is you now have a permanent blemish. No matter how many times people give you 5 stars, you now got this permanent 1 star because you had a bad morning dealing with a toxic situation, dealing with negative energy, and because you can't communicate and you can't tell this guy or this girl, hey, what you're saying is hurting me, or you told them and they just don't care, they just keep doing it and you're still there. You're now looking for other outlets. So now that customer just became your punching bag. Can you imagine how bad that would be if the customer came to you face to face? If the customer wasn't emailing you, but you had a store and they came in and complained and you're having this bad day because of the negative energy. Understanding what that relationship is doing to you, because what that relationship is doing to if you are with a person that you can calmly communicate with, it brings a level of peace and safety to your world that allows you, it clothes you with the ability to go out and handle those days. So if you were with a person who built you up, babe, no matter what happens today, no matter what you deal with, just know I believe in you. Just know you can get through it. Just know that you're here. And if you need to vent, just pick up the phone and call me. And you get that email, you can breathe. You can call your boo, man, this customer just said blah, 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 blah. And you can say what you want to say to your boo. Then you can say what you're supposed to say to the customer. Now you have a customer that you'll most likely keep, but you also had that security and that safety of being able to get your real emotions out with somebody that is giving you positive energy. So just understand there is a benefit. There is always a benefit to knowing what energy is around you.
Yes, it is. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we are discussing whether or not your relationship is helping or hurting your business. If you feel like anything that we are saying resonates with you or you feel may be beneficial to somebody else, make sure you share the video. We like likes and hearts and smiley faces and all of that. And we like engagement. Definitely, if you have a question or if you have a comment, type it below. We're not gonna get mad.
We won't.
We enjoy the commentary
Productive
and the input, the engagement.
productive
Now,
engagement.
right. We're actually gonna move a few chakras down to the sacral chakra.
Oh yes.
Yes. And of course, the sacral chakra is associated with creativity, your feelings, emotions. I'm gonna have to call them back. Yes. I was like, who is that calling me while I'm on live? But I call them back. Anyway, like I said, we will move into the sacral chakra, which is associated with emotions, creativity, and sexuality. Now, y'all already know if you have a boo at the house and it's in house, y'all know what it is.
In house.
Right, in house. And you know that if it's on a regular basis, you wake up chipper, you always in a good mood. That is gonna help you. That's gonna help you have a very good day. Whereas on the other hand, if he or she coming in late and you got to get up early in the morning for work, and it's been a while before y'all had relations. Well, it's been a while since y'all had relations. You want to tell me that that's not going to affect you at work? That's not going to affect you in your business. You're going to be too worried about where they was at, what they was doing, who they was doing it with, why they was doing it. Come on now, let's just be real. Of course it's going to affect you in your business.
Absolutely.
Because it being, sexually active, a sacred energy exchange, there are more benefits to it just being physical. It
Right.
is a
Right.
mental connection. It is an emotional connection. It is an energetic connection. And
Yes.
if your energy is low, if your energy is negative,
Mm-hmm.
that is going to transfer into your business.
Yep.
You're not going to be thinking about work. You too busy, like I said, worrying about what they were doing. And
Mm-hmm.
then not only that, with the sacral chakra is associated with your feelings and in your emotions. And if when this happens and you just go on this rage and you're angry and you're upset, you can get into an argument that morning. You're going to get in the car mad. You're going to be driving and speeding to work or to your job. I mean, to whatever your office is for your business. When you get there, you're gonna be slamming your purse down, slanging keys. You're gonna be, I ain't taking no meetings today, all this other kind of stuff. Whereas on the flip side, if he was smacking up, flipping, rubbing it down, oh, if all of that was taking place, trust me, you would be floating from the living room, I mean, from the bedroom to cooking breakfast, floating from there to putting your clothes on,
Yes.
floating to the office. You're going to be like, you're going to catch every green light. You're going to get there early. And when
Yep.
you get there early, you're going to have this big smile on your face. Don't act like y'all that ain't never happened. That's why your
Oh,
friends be like, "Oh, he must have got some. Oh, she must have got some last night." It shows. Trust me, it shows.
oh my
When you just
God.
like Allison doing right now. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just throwing her out there.
Whatever.
She blushed anyway. But if your girlfriend, your work girlfriend, I'm not saying
Yeah.
like, if me and Allison work together or if we were business, partners working in the same office
Yep.
and I came up in that extra light and extra fluttery, she gonna be like, she got hers on last night or this morning.
Okay.
And trust me, every customer that I talk to, hello, Mr. Customer. Hello, Mrs. Customer. How can I
That's
help you
right.
today?
Yep.
Extra triple like they be at Chick-fil-A all the time. Like they be extra polite at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, they are. They
You
are.
know what I'm saying? Trust when you know how to effectively manage your emotions and you are getting it on the regular,
Yes.
that fits your business a lot.
Yes, it does.
Even if you ain't got no business, it motivates you. When people, after the do, you be like, oh yeah, let's do this. I mean, let me put it like this. Of course, me and Allison did a whole live on sacred energy exchanges. And after you engage in a sexual act, if you feel drained, that's not the best thing. Feeling drained is different from you feeling tired because y'all been working and doing
Right.
all this extra stuff. It's a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
When you finish, the energy you should feel motivated. You should feel energized because that person has just poured into you. They didn't take from you. You're basically pouring into each other. That's why people that are happy in that area, they walk with a little pep in their step.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Do.
I'm just going to go ahead and leave that right there. And Allison chime on in.
I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. Now, there's a difference, with deciding to be celibate and all that stuff. I've done that. I've lived it. I'm living it. That's different. When you've made a decision to be celibate, cool. However, if I'm in a relationship and I'm getting some and it stops, I'm cranky as hell. Cranky, mad, mean. Ain't everybody make me mad? Everybody. I don't care if the lights are green. It took too long. I'm mad. And what you need to understand is if that's you, if you're in a situation right now, you got a boo, you got a man, you got a woman, and y'all, unless you have made a decision to uh, both decide to not have sex, it was a mutual decision. If you're wanting it and you're not getting it, on top of you wondering who else is getting it if I'm not getting it, on top of you wondering why you're not getting it, on top of you wondering what happened for me to not get it, you are now mad that you're not getting it. Your body going to
Mm-hmm.
withdraw. And that is going to affect the way that you relate to people. I know, man, I snap at everybody. Everybody. I do. So I just do. I'm gonna leave it there. Now, if you are in a relationship, however, where, and I'm not just gonna say where the sex is good, because you have to understand it can't just be that the sex is good. It's got to be that the connection is also there. Good sex does not mean that you're being taken care of. Good sex just means that someone has just figured out how to work their body parts in a way to give you an orgasm. And when you think about it that way, that's kind of a waste of time. There's got to be a
Mm-hmm.
connection. Are you looking eye to eye? Are you enjoying each other's body? All that stuff. If you are experiencing that, I don't care how cranky of a customer you get on the phone, in your inbox, face to face, they are not going to mess up your day. They're not.
Exactly.
They're not.
Not at all.
You will float. Now, Ruby said you're gonna float from the kitchen to to breakfast, and I mean the bedroom to breakfast or whatever. Man, I'll float straight out the door. I'll float in the car. I'm floating down the street. The birds are chirping. The sky is blue. Everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. I don't care how cranky you are, because I'm in my head, and I've done this before. I had a customer. It's been about a year and a half ago. I had a customer that I had to deal with, and he was angry, and I kept smiling. And I had a coworker say, "How did you keep smiling from dealing with that dude?" I said, "Cause I had some good D about an hour ago. Ain't nobody gonna mess up my day. Nobody." But the thing is, now here's what's funny about that. I ended up getting a commendation. I ended up getting a bit of a raise shortly after. And I was told that the way that I handled that customer that day was one of the deciding factors. Now, I don't
Mm-hmm.
attribute that to the fact that I had great sex and I was looking eye to eye to this beautiful man. That wasn't the big deal. The big deal is that there was positive energy in that
Mm-hmm.
situation. And so, yes, it was expressed through sex, but having said that, I was able to transfer that positive energy, remain positive, and move forward. Now, at this point, I was an employee. Same thing is going to happen as a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes right back to the same thing. What energy do I go home to? What energy am I spending 90% of my time with? What energy is being imparted in me? And if it's
Right.
negative, it is hurting you. If it is positive, it is helping you. This is not hard. You just have to be honest about what side of the fence you're on.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we are discussing, is your relationship helping or hurting your business? Now, of course, we talked about some of the chakras and some of, the bad side and the good side. But, some of us don't necessarily know whether or not our business is helping or it's hurting. Some ways to tell, of course, me and Allison have said a few. If your partner is speaking to you in a condescending tone, if your partner is not supportive, if your partner doesn't even ask you about the business, if your partner never offers to help, if your partner is just basically clueless about what's going on, then your relationship is probably hurting your business. If there's negative energy there, if there's some tension there, if you all have been arguing, if you are having some problems in that relationship, it's probably affecting your
Mm-hmm.
business negatively. Now, on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
your business, I mean, if your relationship is helping your business or your job or whatever goal it is you're working on, then of course your partner is very verbal and, supporting you and pushing you forward and suggesting ways to make your business and supporting you by even telling his or her family, telling their friends and people about what it is that you're doing and how they're proud of you and how you're gonna go so far. And they could be talking about the energy in your relationship is just positive energy. You all have a very good connection.
Mm.
Of course, that's a sign, that signs of the relationship that you have helping your business, because we all know if you have a bad relationship, then you're going to feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to transfer negative energy into your business. If you have a good relationship, you're going to feel good, and that's going to put positive energy towards your business.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would suggest that you definitely take a look at the current relationship that you're in and make a decision. Some people right now are in relationships that they really don't want to be in as entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
but they just haven't found the strength or the courage or whatever to be like, you know what, I don't even want to do this no more.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, if your business, with being an entrepreneur, if your business is that important to you, you have to decide, is this the person that you want there with you when your business takes off, when your business gets to the level that you're working towards, when you manifest all the things that you want to manifest within your business.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the person that you want to enjoy that particular life with? That's some stuff you just have to think about. I'm not saying break up with your boo. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But that is something that you can look at, some things that you can consider to see if or not you want to stay in that relationship. And if you have a relationship that's really beneficial to your business, trust me, you know,
You do.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you to do this. If you're not sure about your business, go find one of your entrepreneur friends who got
Yep.
a great relationship
Yep.
and ask them.
Yep.
Ask them what their mate is doing. Ask them if their mate supports them.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, if she walking around floating everywhere she going, oh, she getting it at the house.
Okay. For real. Getting it
Trust me.
good.
She walk around floating every time y'all somewhere. And every time you come around, she like, girl, he done did this and he done did that this time. And oh, girl, he just supported me. And you over there like, mine ain't doing that. It's
Oh,
not that you're comparing, but it's a way for you to tell,
yep,
for
there
you to
is.
determine if your relationship is helping or hurting your business.
Hmm.
Allison.
I'm just gonna give you some subtle ways too. Let's look at some subtle ways to know if your business is being affected. Um, when's the last time you cleaned out your inbox? How many new messages do you have sitting there? How many times have you had to start off a message with my apologies for the delay?
Mm.
How many phone calls have you missed? How many times have you said that you would get back to someone but you haven't? How long is your to-do list? When's the last time you checked anything off of it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you wake up excited about getting started with your day, or are you waking up dreading it because you have so much that you didn't do the day before that it's now compounded on top of what you have to do today and you now feel overwhelmed? Do you find that
Mm-hmm.
you're starting to say the same things about yourself that your significant other has been saying? Are you now calling yourself lazy? Are you now saying, well, maybe I can't do this? Maybe I should have kept my job? Have you heard those words from your significant other? These are all signs that your business is being affected by the negative energy that is around you. Now, let's look at some
Mm-hmm.
other things. How many emails have you received where people said, thank you for getting back to me so quickly? How many times do you have people saying, how do I leave you a good review? How many times do you have people saying, thank you so much for this product? I really love what it's doing for me. Thank you for your service. And I'm going to tell other people about you. How many times are you hearing that? How many more opportunities are you being offered? How are you finding that it just seems to be easier for you to connect with the right type of clients and the right type of people who want to not just talk about what you offer, but they have the cash to put their money
Yes.
where their mouth is? Are you finding that it's easier to deal with that? That is a clear sign that you're not only in a positive energy situation, but you're being supported towards your greatness. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
matter of which one do you want? Which one do you want? What did you leave that full time job for? What was this dream for? Was it so you could call yourself lazy? Or was it so you could connect with some clients that were willing to pay you what you're worth? And don't complain about the price ever. Those are some ways to tell
Ever.
what type of relationship you're in. Ever.
Right. Thank you all for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we are discussing whether or not your relationship is helping or hurting your business. Now, the last thing that we are going to talk about is, of course, we've mainly been talking about the relationship with your partner. But the most important relationship that even trumps that is the
Mhm.
relationship that you have with yourself. If you have a lot of negative self-talk going on, you don't know how to encourage yourself, you don't know how to motivate yourself, you don't know how to empower yourself, you don't even like the way you look, you're always complaining about something about yourself, you ain't nothing but a ball of cultivated negative energy. And you're going to have that same negative energy running that business.
You will.
And then you're going to wonder why people don't want to buy from you because you're always negative. You always got something to say. You're
Mm-hmm.
wondering why your business is not flourishing because don't
Yep.
nobody want to buy nothing from you. It ain't that your product is not good. It's you. Don't nobody want no products with no negative energy. I already said that. Don't give me no products with no negative energy in it. And of course, people gonna say, "Well, how you know it got negative energy in it?" First of all, if I received the package in the mail and the top then kind of came off and some of the products spilling out,
That's a good
it's an
sign.
indication that there's some negative energy there. Because
Absolutely.
trust me, they products, all their products got here safe and sound, and it just
Oh
smells so
my
good. But trust me, every last one of them got here safe and sound. Every It smells so good. Safe and sound. These are products that have positive energy. You can even look at this. You know what? Let me show y'all real quick. You can tell that a person that has a lot of positive energy package this. Look
Yep.
at it.
Yep. Yep.
It even look positive. It's real pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. We can tell.
We can.
We can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying, negative self-talk and downing yourself and all of that extra stuff, it's going to show. And it's going to show in your business. Now, on the other side, just like I was saying, if you say your affirmations, you do positive talking, you do self-care, you do some personal, some professional self-care, you motivate yourself, you do personal development,
Mm-hmm.
you love what you do, you're passionate about what you do, guess what? It's gonna show, and it's gonna show in the products that you make.
Yep.
People will want to work with you. People will want to buy from you simply because of the positive person that you are. It ain't always got to do with you providing a quality product, because trust me, people can go buy soap from CVS. It ain't got to deal with not nan customer service person.
That,
They ain't got to deal with nobody but the cashier,
that's right.
and that's it. But you need to evaluate the relationship that you have with yourself. because the relationship that you have with yourself, you need to determine whether or not it's hurting or it's helping your business.
Yep.
Alice?
This one is it is it's the most important. I don't know how she expect me to be serious while she's sitting over there sniffing stuff. Oh my
Girl, it
god.
smells so good. Oh my, I just
You
want to
got
go
it
take a
smell.
bath and all of it, but I'm
Oh my
not.
god, you make me wish I could smell it. Good grief. But yet, that self-talk, that self-talk is so important because even if that negative self-talk was implanted in by someone else's negative words over you, if you take it on, you are now going to increase it. At least when that person is speaking negatively to you, you have the ability to separate, even if it's just for a little while. But if you take on what they're giving and you run with it, you're now with those negative words all day because you can't run away from you. And so if you're continuing to talk negative and say that life is this and uh, work is that and business is this and I'm never gonna make enough money and I should have stayed at work and you can't trust people to support you and nobody wants real quality anymore, blah 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 blah. You have what you say. You have what you
Exactly.
say. You have what you say. And I promise you, entrepreneurship specifically, it is hard enough in reality that you don't need to add any extra weight of negative words, whether you're speaking them or whether someone else is speaking them. You don't need the extra weight. You will have enough real life situations that test you, frustrate you, discourage you, disappoint you. You'll have enough of that. That's why it's important to have those positive words. And if the person that you're
Hmm.
with cannot give you those positive words, you are better off alone. You're better off alone speaking those positive words yourself. You got to do
True.
that. It's so important, especially when you don't feel like it. So that you know that relationship you have with you, it is everything. The better your relationship is with you, the more or the less rather, the less you'll tolerate people who don't give you positive energy because you'll enjoy
Sure
being in
will.
your own positive energy so much you're not going to want to be around that negative energy very long. It's going to start to frustrate you. It's going to be a turn off. You're not going to cry about it or anything. You're just going to simply lose interest in dealing with it. That's a good thing because that also means that you'll be more receptive and appreciative of the positive energy when it does come along. But it does start with you. It starts with you.
Sure does. Now, thank you everybody for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded with Ruby and Allison. And we were discussing whether or not your relationship is helping or hurting your business.
Yep.
Now, um, we'll actually pick back up with our questions Sunday,
Okay.
you know, because we haven't answered a few questions because the last time we answered enough questions the last time.
We did. We did.
But um next episode, which is actually going to be Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Allison, if you're open to it, I want to do actually do a professional chakra consultation with you live.
Oh, that'll be cool. Okay.
So, people will know what that is and know what to
Okay.
expect. Now, of course, you can be as transparent as you feel comfortable. I'm not going to tell you to put all your business out there,
Right.
but I do want it to be, I do want people to get a fair representation or view of what a professional chakra consultation is.
Works for me.
And yeah, so we're going to do that Sunday at 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Um, Now, also this Sunday, we also have Soul Therapy Radio with myself and Tara, which will be at noon Eastern, from noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time. And we will be discussing, well, the topic of discussion is mothers don't always know best. And
Mm.
pretty much what that is about is we know our mothers, always have our best interests at heart.
Right.
But sometimes it ain't always the best interest, and it don't always work. Mama ain't always right. Put it like that.
Oh, no.
She ain't always right. But during that show, we will be giving away some of these soaps. I actually got to do a giveaway from the last few. I'm sorry, I got behind. I'm going to pick the winners. Trust me. I didn't put a deadline to, well, I did say I would announce somebody, but I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. Life happens. But of course, I will be giving away some of these soaps. So shout out to Ice Body. And make sure I get it right. Ice Body luxury personal care products. And let me give y'all their information real quick. The website is www.shopicebody.com, and you can find them on Instagram at Shop Ice Body, like ice water, Shop Ice Body. But the name, this particular soap, it is a silk and satin soap bar, and it is chocolate dipped strawberries.
Ooh.
Sounds like it smell good, don't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, wait a minute, hold on. And then we have body oil. You know, I gotta show y'all this stuff because it is a black owned business, so we gotta support the small business.
I love body.
And this is a body oil, and hopefully y'all can see it has a little I'm thinking it's some type of flower,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a botanical infused bath and body oil. So we have that. And then some of the other soaps that we have a pumpkin spice soap bar. We have a couple of exfoliating coffee soaps, which in this the scent is pumpkin caramel latte.
Mm.
I know, right? And then we have this is a facial soap bar. This is avocado and coconut milk silk and satin facial bar. So, you know, these are organic products, natural. You know, I'm all about the natural.
Mm.
And then this one is oatmeal and honey loofah bar. So you see the
Ooh.
oatmeal in there. Yes, girl. And it
Nice.
smells so good. So, you know, somebody is gonna be winning some of these. Oh, and then of course from um Onae Naturals, which you can find them at onaenaturals.com, ONAE naturals.com. I've actually received some more shampoo. It is a natural shampoo from them, and also their foot scrub.
Ooh.
So, you know, and then of course I still have products from Glamorous Tresses, no, Glorious Glam. Let me get it right. Glorious Tresses and Glam. That's what it's called. Glorious Tresses and Glam.com. I still have makeup from them. So shout out to those businesses that have been supporting the Small Businesses for Healing Project, which is basically any small business that wants to provide samples. Now I asked them for samples. I was like, if you send me a small sample of one thing, I will be grateful.
Mm.
They all have gone above and beyond so far, and I'm so grateful. But pretty much, these products will be randomly sent to any of our viewers that watch Soul Sunday Reloaded, Soul to Soul, or Soul Therapy. And pretty much, I feel like when we take care of ourselves as far as self-care, using nice natural organic products, taking care of our skin, taking care of our hair, doing our makeup, you know, men with the grooming, because you know when y'all get that fresh cut, y'all, you know, y'all be looking right.
And you
But those things are a form, in addition to it being a form of self-care, it's also healing because we are spending time with ourselves. We are investing in our health, whether it be physical, whether it be, you know, us doing our hair. Those are all things that are healing. And we know that everybody doesn't heal the same way. So it's nice to have a variety of, you know, things.
yes, it is.
So, you know, I like taking baths and showers with nice soaps and
Me
wearing makeup and doing my hair and stuff.
too.
So I'm just talking. I don't want to talk too much because well, you know what? Y'all can watch this on the replay. But I definitely want to shout out those businesses. If you want to contribute to the project, just reach out to me and let me know. But that's enough talking for now. Be sure to tune in Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for Soul Sunday. But before Soul Sunday, from noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time, we have Soul Therapy with myself and Tara. So, real quick, if you want to book any of my workshops or purchase my books or book a chakra consultation, you can find me online at www.thegoddessgrind.com. You can find me on Instagram at Ruby D Artistry. You can also visit soultherapyradio.life if you are interested in listening to our show Sunday, or if you're interested in advertising, being a guest on the show. And you can find Soul Therapy Radio on Instagram at soul_therapy_radio. Allison?
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. Me and Ruby really do appreciate it. I am Allison Denise, relationship coach. Please feel free to link up with me right here under Allison Denise. For those who are not sure what it is that I do, I invite you to check me out tonight and every Monday through Thursday, beginning around 9:30 to 9:45. For a special topic that we talk about right here on Facebook Live related to relationships that you have with others as well as yourself. So stay tuned right there. If you would like to book me for a workshop or any type of an event, you can reach out to my website at www.allisondenise.com. And you can also reach me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter under Miss MS Allison Denise.
This soap smells so good.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
Girl, but it smells so good.
You making it look like the best thing ever. I want some.
Girl, you know what? I might have to gift you something. I might. But you know, if you come up here for my birthday.
Right. I hear you.
But we appreciate you all for tuning in to Soul Sunday Reloaded. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see y'all on Sunday. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.